Dude, good timing. Huh? Oh. Pretty good timing. Okay, we don't have directions on how to get home from here, but they played some Audio Slave for those of y'all who don't know. For those of whom have been living in a cave for the past 16 years. I think it was 2001 when they came out with their self-titled. First of all,
how do you feel?
Oh, yes, I feel good. Oh, I was gonna say something else about Audio Slave.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Hey. Audio Slave. I was listening to some Boston sports radio. You know, they're in awe of LeBron James, and they just stole a game, which was pretty good without Isaiah Thomas. But the Warriors, my Warriors, going to the finals, 12-0, looking for 16-0. Just kidding. Anyway, Audio Slave. If you don't know, guys, number one, check them out because they have a cool name. Slave to Audio. I'll be enslaved to audio.
It's pretty deep.
It's deep. Is it deep?
I think so. I mean, in the context of the songs that they write.
Yes. Okay. Subject number 2. Cornell writes amazing lyrics.
Yeah.
Or I should say, wrote amazing lyrics. Point number 3, Cornell. He left behind a great legacy, and it's like a super, super huge bummer to anybody who grew up in the 90s. You know, I mean, even Ellen, she had never heard of Black Hole Sun until one day it was on at it was at Andytown.
Yeah, it was at Andytown.
It was just on the speakers.
It was
she was like,
whoa,
what is this?
Yeah, and then I was like, oh shoot, what is this? And I went into the whole
bagel on you. But yeah, you got directions?
Yes.
Let's get going. Yeah, your Black Hole Sun experience, what was that like?
It was like, what is that like? It was like something spiritual, and it kind of went into my senses, and then it took hold of something deep within me.
Wow.
And then was like, hey. And I was like, hey. And then it like recognized itself. And then I felt this like turmoil in my heart just calm down. No, it was like this like forever like
it was like a little therapeutic?
Like, yeah, it was like a forever storm that's been going on. And then it kind of just calmed it down.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was expecting such a deep answer.
It's a deep experience. Deep song. And I recently just watched a music video. It's a little weird and twisted, but I kind of like it.
I mean, did that rewrite your first experience of the song?
No,
or something?
I thought it was pretty funny.
Oh, the music video.
Yeah.
Funny as in like haunt your dreams forever? Like funny? That funny?
No, it's more like...
It's frightening music video. Oh, there's features get exaggerated.
But it's very clear. It's a very clear distinction from reality and
oh yeah. It definitely is like you aren't like confused.
Right.
Like what is real, what is not. They're all like these warped.
Yeah, and except for the band, and the band is just playing.
Yeah.
Your turn right here.
A trippy video. But anyway, the reason why I wanted to turn on the camera today
It's been a while since I've been on one of these videos.
Yeah. I mean, you've been taking the train mostly, and the Radiohead album videos. We it's not for us. Not in the car, at least. Not in the car. Apologies to those of you who've been waiting for Kid A Part 2. Maybe we can do Part 2 at home.
Yeah.
And I can't call it cruising with Warren though, because we're not cruising when we're in the living room.
Maybe cruising could have a different meaning. Right.
Cruising on the couch. Cruising laying down doing yoga.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Doing some yoga, listen to Kid A. Sounds interesting.
It would not be relaxing yoga, that's for sure.
Yeah, but the reason I want to turn on the camera today is just because I just published my cover of Like a Stone by Audio Slave, and it was cool to hear that on the radio right when I was like getting ready to turn on the camera. I was like, whoa, it was meant to be. And I posted a tutorial of it as well. It's like my yeah.
You spent quite some time.
You're talking about it only took one take.
One take.
Just kidding. How many takes was it?
One take after the 20th take.
Was it 20?
I lost count.
It's not my best work, I don't think, but I thought it was good enough.
It was good. I mean,
Thanks.
he has a very special voice. It's very distinct, you know, very raw and deep and thick. That not very many people, you know, can.
Raw, deep, and thick.
Not very many people can like imitate that, you know.
Yeah.
And his music his music matches his voice. So there are some parts that need this like.
You know, there are people who are skeptical about Audio Slave because
critics. What are you gonna do?
You know, the three other dudes. I think it's Tom Morello, Brad Wilk. I forgot. I can't believe it.
Are they still around?
The drummer's name. I love his drumming too. I feel bad. I'm forgetting his name right now. Yeah, and they're still out there. But Audio Slave, I think they stopped touring, and then Chris Cornell joined up with Cypress Hill. Insane in the Membrane.
Oh.
Cypress Hill. And then they were doing a lot of old Rage Against the Machine songs with the band. And then Chris Cornell decided to tour again with Soundgarden, his original band. So Soundgarden was a fixture of many young people's music.
Where we are now, right?
Yeah, I know where we are. Yeah, a fixture of many young people's music in the 90s. And you know, if you knew about Soundgarden, you likely knew about Pearl Jam. You likely knew about Nirvana. Probably Smashing Pumpkins too. A lot of overlap in terms of those kinds of sounds. And those voices in the 90s were not your typical pretty, you know, R&B or like, not even like your girly Led Zeppelin rock voices. They were like a totally different kind of voice around that time. But yeah, Audio Slave, when they formed, people were a little skeptical about it because they were like, well, how can you beat Rage Against the Machine? Zach De La Rocha screaming, killing in the name of, you know, like, how do you beat that? Chris Cornell from Soundgarden, really? And then that first song, Cochise, right? You remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just like gets me so pumped up. I feel like they should play that song before the NBA Finals. That would be like right when the, you know, everybody's like getting pumped up.
So how did it feel to do a cover that's not Radiohead? Or a tutorial that's not Radiohead?
Yeah, well, I mean, it felt good. It felt good.
This is the first that you've done without Radiohead, right?
No.
Oh, it's not?
No. I have done
oh no, that's right. You've done Bon Iver.
Yeah, I I've done covers of other artists, not always tutorials. But I've done tutorials of a lot of different random artists. You know, sometimes my tutorial clients, you know, they commission me to make a private tutorial, and sometimes they opt to like make it public and they share. So the recent one I did was like a Chris Jacobs song. He's like a country singer, pop country.
I'm sorry, I don't even know your channel.
It's okay. Yeah, you got your own things. Your own things to worry about, you know, like sausage, egg, and cheese bagels. Dunkin'. Yeah. So it felt good. I mean, it's not just that it's like a not Radiohead tutorial. It felt good to do a tutorial and put it out there. But right now, like, if I weren't driving and making this video with you, I would be like constantly like refreshing.
Well, you were doing that earlier.
I like to know that like it's going out there. I feel a little bit insane every time I release something.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I like publish a blog post or a cover or anything, and I just feel a little bit crazy. Like, you know, I'm putting it into a computer, and it's going out in ones and zeros to the internet and to all these people that I can't experience what they're experiencing.
Right.
You know.
Well, I think it's you did something. You invested so much time in something to create something different and very, you know, unique to who you are, and you're sharing it with basically the world, whoever has internet.
Well, I didn't write the song, but you are right that like I make it kind of personal. I try to make it my own.
Yeah. In a sense,
and I put it out there.
Yeah. You know, in a sense, it's like your little baby, and you're sharing your baby with the world, and you're not sure if people will like it.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
It can be unsettling, right? It's probably why people have managers that take care of this part, and they just tell the artists to go away.
Yeah, go away.
Yeah.
Go away. And then they only come to them if it's doing well. I don't know. Well, I would think that after, I'm almost at my 10th year on YouTube.
Wow.
Yeah, I came out 2007, day after, well, the night of In Rainbows. And that was October 10th, I want to say, October 10th. And it hasn't gotten to the point where it's like completely, you know, worry-free or zero anxiety still to this day. And yeah, I was thinking of writing a blog post on it someday, just like the anxiety of putting yourself out there, which is something that I had to combat with my first video. I was nervous about making a video and putting it on YouTube the very first time, like really nervous, like, oh God, you know, what are people gonna say? Are people gonna like it? And imagine, you know, if I had not kind of put that out there, and, you know.
What is the process like? The internal process like?
Well, I think
crossing that.
I think it's crossing that.
Crossing that, like, private.
I'll tell you, like that one in particular, that time, what motivated me more than anything was my buddy Nate telling me, hey, I would be the first, you know, like it would be cool, be like a cool thing to do that, like, not a lot of people know how to play this song right now. In fact, they're just listening to it. And it was like kind of some, it was a nice spark moment, like inspiration, you know, like, okay, yeah, cool. And then the other part of it that, you know, as I was releasing it and like I was kind of like fighting back those nerves, it was just sort of like this idea that I would regret it if I didn't. And I was like, here's an opportunity, you know, and if you don't take it, then you're gonna be kicking yourself, you know. So kind of like that.
So the motivation
it was sort of
was
it was just
not
like,
missing
hey,
out.
it may be messy, like emotionally. Like, what if someone, criticizes it, and like 100 people could leave comments about how awesome it is, or like how much like it, meant to them, or how much they enjoy it, or whatever, and then one person can leave like some hateful or trolling or even just slightly critical comment, and that'll be the one that would stick with me in the beginning. And in the beginning, even I knew it was overwhelmingly positive, and it's been that way, and thank you for that. You don't know how much your likes and comments and
Filled the soul.
stuff mean. It fills my soul temporarily between Dunkin' Donuts bagels and love, here. Just kidding. But, it would stick with me. It would like really, really, really bother me. And then it just got easier. That part got easier with time. But occasionally, like you have some people who like go through a lot of effort to write something super negative. And that sucks, but
Isn't much
I'm kind of
effort,
over
though?
it now.
Isn't much effort though for people to write negative things?
Yeah. I don't want to highlight which one I read in the past few months, but there was one that like really tried hard to get me where it hurt. Yeah. You don't remember? I think yeah. But not worth repeating. But there'll always be those people. I think that's what I've learned. It's like they're always there, no matter like how much you try to project something really positive, and you think that people who get what you're about could see that clearly you're doing something positive too. But then I realized that's like no, that's you can't control those kinds of things. You can't control what's happening around you, or you can't even control what people think. So I wish you could. But no, that would be a really weird world where I can control people, like what people think.
Well, I mean, that doesn't even matter, right? It's how you receive things, right?
Yeah, I can't control how people receive things. Yeah,
or tell you.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't.
And of people's own volition, they can tell me something really positive, and that helps. But I think ultimately, like, if you're gonna put something out there, you have to be okay. You have to be, or at least be willing to work on being okay with it. Because just.
I think negative comments, they're bad. They don't feel good, right? They don't make people feel good. At the same time, I think it's also evidence that you're out of your own bubble, right? You're not.
Yeah, right. Because
this.
you can not put anything out there.
Or you only put it. Yeah, or only put it out there, but limit the comments, limit the likes, limit your contact information, or only put on GodTube.
Yeah.
Just like you're very safe.
You could put a mask on. Some people do that.
Right.
Yeah.
And not saying those people are not doing the right thing, but if you are, trying to get to a certain point, like whatever your music goals are, inevitably you're gonna have, if it's something really far out there, it's something inevitably you have to step out of your own comfort zone.
Yeah.
Or else you end up like someone like Eddie Huang, who thinks he's a really good singer. Or
who's Eddie Huang?
Or that guy who's on American Idol.
You mean Eddie Huang from Fresh Off the Boat?
No, not Eddie Huang Fresh Off the Boat.
He's cool, by the way. He's
my boy. No, that's not.
I wish I could meet him and be friends with him. You're talking about William Hung.
William Hung, yeah.
Yeah, but he put himself out there.
He did put himself out there.
Yeah,
but then,
you can give him credit, even though he may not have the voice he thinks he has.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. There are other examples like that, like
People who end up
seen.
getting in their own way, you mean? I'm not sure what you mean.
Or that church singer.
Oh, from back home?
No, the guy on the YouTube channel.
Oh, he put himself out there too.
Yes,
what are you talking about?
But it's okay. It's one thing.
James
to put
Canup.
It's one thing.
Looking for a city.
It's one thing to put yourself out there. It's another to be able to receive criticism. Right?
Yeah.
To be open to it.
Well, I think what I was trying to tell you was that I wasn't fully okay with the criticism at first. I'm still not fully okay with it. I'm a lot more okay with it now, and I'm just saying that when I put it out there, I knew that I would have to deal with it. So it's like you don't put yourself out there without expecting that that's going to happen. So I knew that these two things were linked. You can't break those two things apart, right? If you put yourself out there, you will subject yourself to other people's opinions.
Yeah.
And, trolling or whatever, right? And you just, once you do it, I mean, this is normal for kids who grow up in this age, Like, you have those 12-year-olds that, like, talk shit on Counter-Strike at each other and, like, have microphones and everything and make fun of each other's mothers. But it's like, when you put yourself out there, that has to be an expectation. Like, you cannot possibly think that that's not gonna happen. And I wasn't fully ready for that. And how I knew I wasn't fully ready for that is when those, like, little things would sting. Even though there were like 100 positive things, one thing would sting. And that's how I knew I wasn't ready. But how did I get ready? I didn't think I could ever get ready before releasing it. So it's like releasing it is itself the process that you're talking about. Like, you asked me about the process. What's it like going from private to public? That's part of the process. It's just, you just go public.
Yeah.
And I don't think I ever got to the point where I was like, yeah, I'm okay with being insulted right now.
Yeah.
For something that I work really, really hard on and, like, care a lot about and put a lot of thought into. No, I never got to that point. Closer now than before, but yeah.
It's like that process, it sounds like, goes hand in hand with the act of putting yourself out there.
It can't be separated from it. And that's why it's brilliant when the Nike slogan is just do it. Alright, we're home. This video's done. How's that bagel?
It's pretty damn good.
She's on YouTube too. She's got some.
Not really.
Girls out there, the 10% of you who are women still watching this, maybe even less than 1% still here.
It's not family videos.
She has some family videos, but you have a cool, like, a few videos and a few thousand views with your how to get your hair curled with paper bags. She didn't know she's gonna be outed today by somebody with 20,000 subscribers. You have one with, is it lipstick? A lipstick tutorial? You have a review of, like, cat. Like, what is it called?
The Furminator.
The Furminator. She has a review of the Furminator. You brush your cat and all the, loose
cat
hair.
Or dog.
Oh, or dog. You're not talking with your mouth full? Thanks. You brush the cat or the dog, and the loose hair comes out, so they don't end up choking on their own hair, right? So you kind of help groom them. What other videos ready for public consumption? That's it. That's pretty much it. Echang 1003.
Oh my gosh! Can you not?
You want? I can edit it out.
Yeah, please don't edit it out.
Really?
I want people looking at our videos.
Really? But they're on YouTube. Maybe you need to go through the process.
Oh no.
Oh.
They're all for family and friends. I'm going to just unlist them.
Your mouth is still full of bagel right now.
I don't care.
Okay. Alrighty. That's it. Alright, bye.